Tonight, police in Greenwood are calling the deadly shooting of a 6-year-old girl an accident. News 4's John Eby joins us live tonight in Greenwood with the latest. And John, you just spoke to the little girl's mother?
That's right, I did. Just after she was released from the hospital, she is devastated today. When she heard what had happened to her daughter, she was so shocked she actually had a panic attack that sent her to the hospital most of the day. Her friends are with her now, family trying to console her. The little girl's name is Zakira Hackett, just 6 years old. Her family members say her and her cousins were at their great-grandfather's house this morning. He was babysitting them. They say they were about to get in the car to go out to eat for breakfast. Police say the kids got in the car before any adults did and found a gun on the floor of the car. They say one of the kids started playing with the gun and Zakira was shot and killed. Her mother said Zakira was her only child. As I mentioned, she was devastated today. She said her child was an artist. She loved to dance, and she said she was a sweet little girl who loved everybody and said everybody loved her back. Police are continuing to investigate this. The case is not closed yet, and the coroner's office says there will be an autopsy tomorrow morning. John Eby, WYFF News 4, live in Greenwood.
Whose fault was this shooting? The gun owners. A gun doesn't belong on the floor of a car. It is either on your person under immediate control, or it's locked up. Another point to make, guns are everywhere. Those children should have been taught what to do if they find one. What do you do if you find a gun? Leave it the hell alone and get an adult. I hope that this individual lost their right to own firearms. Soup sandwiches like this are the reason you're losing your Second Amendment rights. What is cars? Commonly accepted rules of safety. Guns are always loaded. Never trust a gun's safety. Observe the laser rule by always pointing your weapon in a safe direction, including the sweep. Observe your target and what's beyond it. Keep your finger off the trigger until you are ready to fire. Never point your weapon at anything you don't intend to destroy. Be mindful of penetration and ricochets. Maintain permanent safe control of your weapon. Distractions and impairments kill. If in a scuffle, do not draw or fire unless you are in full control. Do not use your weapon to warn or threaten unless in an immediate life or death situation, where you are justified in following through with the shot. Laser works by starting with your dummy gun pointed at the ground, with the objective of moving it to a corner of the room where the walls meet the floor. To do this, you pretend there's a laser beam pointing out the end of the gun. Your goal is to move the gun to the corner without touching, sweeping, or crossing anything that you could kill or ricochet off of. In other words, move around, behind, below, and beneath every living thing so the gun is never pointed in their direction in its sweep and travel. I am tired of hearing the term accidental discharge. There is no such thing. If you fire your weapon when you don't intend to, then you are negligent, because you didn't follow one or more of these safety rules. All shooting incidents can be avoided if you follow cars. Faulty equipment is not an excuse, because we don't trust our equipment. A trigger doesn't pull itself and cause a weapon with a faulty safety to fire. Bullets don't turn corners and hit people they weren't aimed at. Need I say more? An accidental discharge is a negligent discharge. All weapons and ammo will remain secured until you're going to the range or you're carrying it. Always know your termination point. Where's that bullet going when it leaves the weapon? There's an attorney attached to every bullet. Finger on the frame and weapon on safe until you're ready to fire. Never install a trigger lock on a loaded weapon. Red. Full magazine, chamber loaded, safety on. Amber. Full magazine, chamber empty, safety on. Green. No magazine or magazine empty, chamber empty, safety on. It's best to carry a weapon in amber status. Unloaded weapons don't shoot when they're not supposed to, and it only takes a second to work the action. Procedures for handing a weapon to someone else. 1. Place the weapon on safe. Drop or unload the magazine or cylinder. Make sure the bolt or slide is open. Visually inspect the chamber. Always keep the laser roll. Watch this video. There isn't one person in this video who shouldn't be charged with at least a crime of being overly stupid.
Damn, an imbecile. Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived. Everybody knows you never go full retard. You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.